Hello everyone. Many people are wondering how to use the Encar website and how can I set up automatic translation of the site. In this video, we will tell you in detail how to use the site, how to set up settings for ease of searching, and we will also tell you about what you need to pay attention to when searching for and choosing a car. First, you need to install the Google Chrome browser. This applies to PCs and Android or iOS phones. First, let's look at how to use the site on a computer. Go to Google Chrome and type Encar in the address bar of the browser. Now right-click anywhere and select Translate from the pop-up menu. You can choose any language convenient for you, but we recommend choosing English since Google translates best into English. Next, at the top of the page next to the Encar logo, click on the first tab if we are looking for Korean cars and on the second tab if we are looking for a car made in South Korea. For example, let's imagine that we need a Kia Sorento 3rd generation, 2018 to 2019, with a mileage of up to 100,000 kilometers, all-wheel drive, not damaged. Accordingly, click on the first tab. In the left column, we see how many cars are on the site. Below is the type of car, but we don't touch it. We need the following menu. This is the choice of the manufacturer. We select KIA. In the drop-down list, we see all the car models that Kia produces. We need a Sorento. Now we are asked to choose a generation of cars, in parentheses, for convenience. It is indicated in which years the models were produced. We choose the new Sorento, produced from 2017 to 2020. Now we are offered the type of fuel and drive of the car. Since we need all-wheel drive, gasoline or diesel, we click on diesel for WD and gasoline for WD. Now we can select the engines. Please note that everywhere it is indicated how many cars are on the site. According to your criteria, I will choose diesel 2 for WD and gasoline 2.0 turbo for WD. Now you can choose a package. In our particular case, this car is presented in trim levels from Prestige to Master Special. The further down the list, the richer the package. If you don't yet know how they differ, then you don't have to choose. Let's move on to the next point: year of manufacture. We choose from January 2018 to December 2019. The next point is mileage. You don't have to fill it out, but in the example we need a car with a mileage of up to 100,000 kilometers. Therefore, in order to remove unnecessary options, we will set a limit of up to 100,000 kilometers. The next point is price. Let's leave it blank. You don't have to fill out further items so as not to get confused. The only thing is, if you need a certain color of the car, you can fill in this item. Let's take white. Now let's look at the main page. First, they show us advertising cars. We will scroll through them a little. These are the cars we need. Here we can choose how many cars to display on the page and different display filters. I usually choose a filter that ranges in price from low to high. Now we have all the announcements in the order we chose. Here you need to pay attention where it is written that the car is leased or rented. We skip them. Let's take a look at this car. White color, mileage 90,725, 18th year, diesel, engine capacity 2 liters. This last page, which opens as a separate tab, is not translated, but I will now show you what we need to do here. Below is information about the car equipment. In this case it is Prestige. Below we can clearly see the photographs. Now the most important thing is a report on the technical condition of the car. If it is not there, then you don't have to look at the car. Remember this icon. It can be located here in this part of the screen, or in the photos below on the left. Click on it. A little about this report. Many people say that there are rumors that Korean cars are dangerous to buy because it is impossible to track the history of the car, like for example American cars that have a Carfax. However, this statement is only partly true. If you take a car from an official dealer, then by law dealer must provide the following report. Here is all the information and history of this car from the very beginning of its operation. However, if you rent a car from private individuals or from dishonest companies, this answer may not be available. You need to understand that while a car has Korean license plates, it is possible and necessary to retrieve its history with an unexpired date and recorded mileage. The dealer is required by law to undergo an inspection to update this report before selling. That is, if the car has passed more than 1,500 kilometers after the inspection, or the expiration date has expired, the inspection must be done again and the report updated. Therefore, if you buy a car from us, we will definitely provide such an answer, and you can rest assured that the mileage will not be twisted. Let's return to the report itself. The first table contains information about the car number, date of initial registration, year, month, day, type of fuel, year of manufacture, vehicle identification number. More details about the year of manufacture. Confusion often arises because the actual year of manufacture is important at customs. And in Korea, as in this example, the documents consider the year of manufacture to be 2019. That is, the model year, but the actual year is 2018. Therefore, we be sure to check the date of initial registration and the plate on the car, which indicates the actual year, and vehicle identification number. The mileage shown below is the real mileage of this car, which you can trust. When the car arrives to you, the mileage should not be much more than this figure. The next thing that requires your attention is these two pictures. These show parts that have been thrown around. They are marked with a cross like this, or they have been repaired, the letter W. If there is everything else, then we usually do not recommend such cars. In our case, the car is completely with original, factory parts. But there is also a nuance here. If the owner of the car painted some part of the car, he may not declare it. Therefore, we make sure to go for an inspection and measure the thickness of the paintwork throughout the entire body with a special device. Further on this page, we make sure that everything in this column is highlighted with a thick font. Like here, this is the condition of the engine, transmission, oil, coolant, brake system, and so on. Below is a photo of the car being checked at the service center. Next is the inspection date. Here you can check the availability of insurance claims and payments. But without knowledge of the Korean language, it is more difficult. Now let's move on to the description of the options in a specific car. If you log in via phone, then everything will be translated there. And so you can see for yourself what is there and what is not by hovering your mouse cursor. What is not highlighted in thick font is not there. That is, there is no hatch, no door opener, there is a double glazed window, and so on. This is a prestige package, so there is a lot, but some things are missing. As for the price, it is highlighted in red in this case. The price is in Korean won. How we calculate for our currency? We must multiply 2099 by 10 and get the price in Korean won. Next, in Google, for example, we type in the exchange rate between the won and the dollar. Insert the resulting value into the corresponding cell and get the result. This is all you need to pay attention to when choosing a car on the Encar website. Order cars from Korea through Hyung Global. There are no hidden fees. It's profitable and safe.